Scuba.
I don't know how to say it.
This is my current loadout for anything CQB related, whether that's an outdoor or indoor field. This is the most simplistic setup for anything that I run right now, whether that's Game Pod, CQB City, AEX, True Aim, or All Patriot, whatever that might be. And what's cool about this is that the entire setup here is all CQB based, and a lot of their gear is typically Velcro based heavily. So I have a lot of ideas and systems that I can run for whatever situation I'm going to be in. But for now, it's just going to be the M4 pouches at the top here, also CQB based that you can see. I've run Cubbysoft and Nepro, but they are a little bit tight for this specific system here. So they are kind of hard to get in there, easy to get out. Got to run with CQB since it's just kind of in and out, very easy, doesn't fall out or anything of that sort. If I wanted to add extra mag pouches into this chest rig here, also Velcro based, but I don't really need that at this time. But if I did want to run pistols or even more M4 mags, I can also have that option at the front as well. At the very front here, you guys have seen this CQB panel, which I've been using for all of my belts, chest rigs, whatever. Kind of have it in my work backpack too, but very easy to take off. As you see, I don't just put it back on whatever I want. Just kind of showing you in between here, I do have another mole style hook from CQB itself. Very cool, if you wanted to use anything else, if you were running this on the exterior for any setup, you can also attach anything you want in between this mole system here. It's just an easy hook just to carry my current gloves that I'm running right now, which are mechanics gloves that you can easily buy on Amazon for about 20 bucks. I honestly bought like at least maybe 3 or 4 pairs of these. These are, honestly very durable, very nice for what they are. And for sure, I can't recommend anything else. These have just been out there for me for the past few months now. At the bottom here, I have a dump pouch also from CQB, which will occasionally carry my pistol mags, but sometimes a lot of tools that I need out there on the field, a lot of EDC stuff, whether that's a utility knife or even just like a simple EDC flashlight. I got one here from K Tactical, or anything, anything like that. It's just gonna be there for me when I need it the most. Or if someone needs to drink a beer, boom, go ahead and open it up. Easy. This is my simplistic CQB setup for what I've got right now for indoor and outdoor style play. See, I have these buckles here that I will attach 2 straps kind of going over one another, just pretty much a basic cross, and it'll be ran like this. It does have some wiggle room when I'm running really fast, but it's not anything really noticeable. I can still come around corners very quickly, and this thing won't, go all over my chest or anything like that. So this is my favorite setup for right now. All right, boys. I know I talk a lot about primaries, but this has been one of my favorites so far over the past 1.5 years now. I've been running this KWA E4. It's also a collaborative effort with CQB. They did add a gate tighten and a few other things internally. And additionally, I did add a warhead brushless motor to give it a little bit more of a smoother shot every time I'm out there on the field. Also am running a T238 long barrel tracer that gives off a flare. If you were thinking about getting a suppressor looking tracer, then you can definitely hit up T238 for, if you're on a budget. Works similarly to the Bifrost Ace Tech Tracer, where it does give you a lot of the rainbow color options. I'll come out with a review with that shortly. At the very top here, I have a replica 4x ACOG scope, which has been pretty simple. And even with a carbon mask or a dye mask of this, I can still kind of look into the sights, even with a shorter stock here at the end. So one of my favorites, can't sleep on it. CQB Shoddy, the Jagarm Scattergun Reaper. As you guys have seen me run this for almost 2 years now. It's been great. You guys have probably noticed the rail here as well. It usually doesn't come with the Scattergun Reaper. You kind of see these rails on the SPX2 or any other shotgun that they have in their series. But what I ended up doing was I got the rail from the SPX2, modified it to the length of the Reaper, and it's pretty flush. I mean, you can barely notice the cuts there. I mean, it's a little bit of a silver lining, but it's pretty straight. If you see it on the field, I'll show you in person. I love the way the rails look on a lot of shotties, so that's the reason why I did it. Here we do have the Ace Tech Quark Shoddy Tracer, which is way cheaper than a lot of competitors that are out there right now on the market. And what I also like about it is that you can do a quick release, charge it, you don't have to remove the base. And once you're done charging, you can just put it back, easy as pie. I know some people don't like this version of the handle, the duckbill or whatever it's called. An easier way for me to kind of get around, do what I got to do. It's pretty easy for me to kind of cut those corners really fast without hurting my wrists or anything like that. I do have the primary Airsoft M4 adapter right here at the front. which I've had for quite a while now. I run PTS EPM1S mags, so 170 round mid caps that I'll just run here with the shotty because I really don't need anything more than just a mag and a half if I'm running a 15 to 20 minute session at CQB City or something like that. It comes in handy. This is all green gas based. There's no HPA at all. I haven't adapted it to HPA. Last but not least, my favorite rifle by far. It is an HPA based MTW Wolverine that is actually based from a Heretic Labs Article 1. Not just any Article 1, the CQB edition that you see here that is engraved on the side. Now, I was running the Article 1 for a little bit, but for the purposes of Battle for LA, that's actually upcoming in a few weeks now in early March, I had to turn this into an MTW build. Switching it up to a 7-inch handguard, as well as an outer barrel and a 208mm inner barrel, the whole setup was just easy to remove, disassemble, and reassemble all over again. At the back, I have a Wraith that I am gonna end up running CO2 cartridges at some point, but for the longevity aspect of what I need it for, I'm just gonna run a 13 CI tank with a cover stock over that. I am definitely gonna do a review of my entire loadout for Battle for LA, but probably in the next coming weeks or so, because I just wanna make sure I got everything dialed in. I have a mag pull grip that I did have to modify for the LiPo cable that you see right there in the interior, replica PEC box, as well as a replica EOTech. I might get a riser for this at some point so that way I can have a little bit more easier visibility over the PEC box. The very front, I have an Ace-Tech Mark III tracer to give it that nice aesthetic and tactical feel to it for the rest of this entire build. Just running this on the field in general has just been perfect. Shoots consistently, shoots precise, and I've never had a build like this before. And I'm happy for my friends to enable my poor financial decisions. And honestly, I cannot get enough of this. All right, boys, that's been my video for today. I just wanted to keep it kind of brief, just to kind of show you what I'm running on a CQB style field and everything. Until next time, boys, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment or DM me on Instagram, but I will see you guys on the next video.